Go, boys.
We invite them out here to Homestead Raceway, and they get to experience Cadillac performance in our V-Series. These cars have 556 horsepower under the hood, so they really get to push them to their limits, and it's not something they get to do normally during a tournament week. So it's a lot of fun, and it raises money for local charities.
The V cars are sweet because, you know, just driving them on the road, I think they'd be very comfortable. But on the track, just, I mean, huge power, crazy good brakes. The power's always impressive. When you hammer those brakes on the track, it's amazing. You know, it's amazing how quick they stop. But beautiful interiors are great cars. I'm about a 30 handicap driver, and then got to ride around with a professional driver. It's just wild. I mean, those guys are so talented.
The street car is 556 horsepower V, 551 foot-pounds of torque. It's a very, you know, high-powered, good luxury sedan from Cadillac. The new V-Sport is 420 horsepower, twin turbo, so they get a good cross-section of the best that Cadillac's got. And I think in this environment, you're not able to do this on the street. This is a perfect place for them to get a good idea of the, you know, the potential of these cars. When they get in the car, they feel a lot of heat. It's very loud when we start the motor, but when they get out of the car and they've had to ride around the track, the biggest thing people talk about is the braking forces. They just don't expect the 2 to 2.5 G's of braking force, so you kind of have to build them up to a little bit so you don't give them whiplash, and especially not the PGA players. We don't want their necks hurting for the whole weekend, so I'm a little bit easy on them with the brakes. But the biggest thing, that the speed is really good, but the cornering forces are really good, but the braking forces are something that people remember.
The fast at all?
Unbelievable. Holy, my stomach's like all queasy. That was unreal. Don't tell my mom I was doing that before a golf tournament.
I love being in that race car. I've always wanted to do that since I was a little kid, and to finally do it is unbelievable. I mean, going so fast, that fuel smell right in your nose, and the braking was unbelievable. I didn't know how fast those guys brake and how hard it'll hit you, and it was unreal.
I've never been to a racing event, so I didn't realize how sloped it was. They said 22.5 degrees. It was fun, you know, it didn't feel like we were going as fast as we were, but just a fun experience to get to know what racing's all about.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
Well, it's fun, and I mean, we're in the position where, you know, we're lucky and we're fortunate to be doing what we're doing, and anytime that we do get a chance to give back to anything, it's, you know, it's rewarding.
If we didn't have sponsors like Cadillac, we wouldn't have the PGA Tour and tournaments like the World Golf Championships. And it's awesome for us to be able to test drive some of these cars and to see what Cadillac's all about.
As athletes, we get so focused on trying to win and trying to beat other guys, and so in the big picture of things, it's always nice to take a step back and realize that, hey, we're part of something bigger than golf, and that's always fun.